What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be playing with the new Colourpop X Pokemon collection, and I'm excited about this one. We chatted about this one in a New Monday makeup releases a while ago, and I told y'all I was gonna pick it up. It's here, it's adorable, and I'm really excited for it. I did not pick up all of the pieces from this collection. I got the eyeshadow palette, I got 2 of the cream blushes. I did get all 3 of the Supershock shadows, so we have those to play with. And then I also got the lip mask as well. I did not get the lip glosses, and I didn't get, there was a purple cream blush, and there was like pH changing lip balms as well. I had planned on getting one of the lip balms, but they were sold out. They sold out immediately. Unfortunately, this is sold out as well. There is a little thing that you can put your email in to sign up for restock notifications, but I also didn't get the purple blush because it's just not really my thing. I wouldn't get much use out of it. And the same thing for the lip glosses. The colors just didn't appeal to me, so I didn't pick those up. But we're going to test all this out. We're going to do some swatches. We're going to create a couple of different looks, and I'm going to let you know if the new Colourpop X Pokemon collection is worth it. Alright, before we get started with these 2 looks, let me give you the lowdown on this collection, what's included and what I picked up. So let's start with the eyeshadow palette right here. This always seems to be the star of the show. This is what the packaging looks like, and I love it. I think it's really cute with the Pokeballs, all of the different types. You've got fire, electric, grass on the front. I think that's kind of it. And then of course you've got Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander, and Pikachu. And then on the back we have all of the different colors, and then of course we have Pikachu and I cannot remember the cat's name. Let me know down in the comments. I'm drawing a blank. But when you open up this palette, you have this absolutely gorgeous 24 shade palette. It is almost like a rainbow palette. It does have your basic colors, but of course we have other colors in here as well. And it looks like it's actually divided by type. So we've got like water type, grass type, fairy type, electric type. I'm drawing blanks yet again, but I love it. I think it's beautiful, very on theme for Pokemon. And then up here, instead of a mirror, we have a bunch of other different characters as well in here. And I think that this is very well done as far as theming goes, and I think it's adorable. I like it. This palette does retail for $30. It is currently available on the Colourpop website. It will be linked down below, as well as everything else in this collection, everything else that we talk about, we discuss, what I have on my face. So if you're ever curious about anything, always check that description box because I do put as much information down there as possible. The next item in this collection is the You're a Catch lip mask. I love this. I think this is absolutely adorable. It's very well done. I do have it on my lips right now. It has like a very berry flavor to it, and of course it opens up to have the mask. I actually like this mask better than the one that came in the Beauty and the Beast collection. That one just feels like it's a little, it's not like goopy, but it's a little softer in the pan is what it is, so you can kind of go overboard. And that one has like a very rose smell to it, whereas this one has more of a berry smell, so it's more of a preference thing. It's also got a little bit of sparkles in it as well. I don't know if the camera is going to pick them up, but there is a little bit of sparkle in there. Now this retails for $12. Unfortunately it is sold out, but like I said, you can sign up for emails to be notified of when it comes back in stock. Now there's also 3 Supershock shadows that come in this collection as well. These retail for $9 a piece. We have Hydro Pump, which is this blue one right here. Let's do a quick hand swatch. So this is what this one looks like, and that is the shade. I love it. That is absolutely beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous. And this packaging has Squirtle on it. The next one that we have is Flamethrower. This might be my absolute favorite. This one has Charmander on the front. It's this gorgeous orange shade. Give it a swatch. These are very soft, very creamy. The typical Color Shock shade or formula that we know and love. I will try some of these out with these 2 looks. But that is that shade right there. And then the last one that we have is Solar Beam, and this one has Bulbasaur on it, but is this really pretty green Supershock shade. Go ahead and swatch this one right there. Ooh, that one's really pretty. I love that. Those are gorgeous. I like the shades that they picked. I like the characters that they picked. These are really fun. All three of these are still currently available on the website. And then the next product that we have are cream blushes. So I only picked up 2 of them. The one that I'm missing is Hypnosis, and that one is a purple. But I do have this one, which is Electroball. It has Pikachu on the front, and we open it up and it's this really bright, gorgeous red cream blush. I love it. It goes perfectly with Pikachu, but let's do a swatch. Okay, that feels very creamy, very emollient, but not like sticky and gross. Ooh, that's really pretty. It's not nearly as pigmented as I thought it was going to be. This kind of freaked me out a little bit. The next one that we have is Metronome, and this one has, is that Clefairy or Clefable on the front? I'm not sure which one that is. I think that might be Clefairy, but this really pretty pink shade right here. Let's do a swatch. See what this shade looks like. Okay, so that is the pink shade, definitely a lighter pink. We're going to try both of these on the cheek, see what they look like, see how the formula performs. I have not tried a cream blush from Colourpop before, so it will be a first time for me, but those both retail for $14, as well as the purple one. I will put a picture up here of that one as well. And then the last products in this collection I did not pick up, but there are 3 pH lip balms. There is a purple one, a pink one, and a yellow one, and those retail for $12 a piece. Those are currently sold out on the Colourpop website. I think those are, as of this moment, still in stock over at Ulta. So if you want to pick them up, they are in stock there, and I think the lip mask is as well. They may be gone by the time this video goes up. And then the last item in this collection is the Evolution Ultra Glossy Lip Kit. That retails for $27. It does have 3 of the Ultra Glossy lip glosses in it. I was not a big fan of the colors. I know it's adorable and they are really cute. They are very on theme, but they're not anything that I would wear, but I do really like the formula of the Ultra Glossy lips. So if they're colors that you're like and you're curious about the formula, it is a good formula and I don't think you would be disappointed. But like I said, it's not anything that I would use. But let's go ahead and we're going to zoom you in a little bit. I'm going to get my hair out of my face and we're going to start creating some looks with the Colourpop Pokemon collection. Okay, so we are zoomed in, my eyes are primed, my hair is out of my face. I did prime my eyes with my MAC paint pot in the shade Painterly, same eyeshadow primer that I use in almost every single video. Very rarely do I ever switch it up, but let's go ahead and start with creating our first eye look. We'll do both eyes and then we'll go into the blushes and play with those, but let's open her up and see what we want to do. Automatically my eye is going for these purple shades, and this one up here I really want to play with Gem Leader. It looks like an absolutely gorgeous like multi-chrome or duochrome. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with this purple right here, which is called Fuchsia City. I'm going to pop that into my crease, and then I think I'm going to deepen my outer corner with a little bit of Lavender Town, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up the shade Fuchsia City with a Blinged Brushes E24, and I'm going to pop this into my crease and I'm going to start to build up some depth. Now from my experience in the past, with the exception of the Beauty and the Beast palette, I do find that the Colourpop formula in the collab palettes is their absolute best formula. I don't know what happened with that blue in that Beauty and the Beast palette. I haven't seen a whole lot of people dipping into that blue for their looks either. Like, I've seen pictures posted, but as far as videos go, I haven't seen a whole lot of them. Everybody that I have watched, they don't dip into it. So I don't know if it's just they didn't dip into it or they had that issue and decided not to film with it. I don't know, but this shade is performing like I expect it to from a Colourpop palette. Alright, so there we have Fuchsia City. I love it. It went down evenly. It went down no problem. No patching, no skipping, no fallout. But let's build up this outer corner a little bit. I'm going to go into that purple called Lavender Town, and I'm going to pop this into my outer corner. So I'm going to go in with a Game Beauty EO3 brush, and we're just going to build up a little bit of depth. Okay, that's really pretty. It's not as pigmented as I was expecting it to be based off of what's in the palette, but it's not a bad shade. It's just, a little lighter in pigmentation than I was expecting. All right, I like the way that turned out. I like the gradient that I have going on. That color did build up a little bit more, and it does seem like once I built it up, it came out a little bit more true to the color in the pan. But I think what I want to do is I want to do this red on my lower lash line, so kind of a little bit of a bright pop of color. This is a satin shade. It's called I Choose You, and I'm going to pick that up with a Blinged Brushes E44. And I'm just going to smudge this along my lower lash line. Nothing super precise, but nothing very whimsical either. So I'm just going to kind of blend it out first. And then once I have it down, I'm going to go back and kind of pat some of that red over top. That is the key of not looking wild when you use red eyeshadow. I know it can almost look like you've got pink eye or you're sick or something, but if you really build it up and make sure it's opaque, it doesn't quite give off that effect. Okay, let's go ahead and throw some shimmer on this lid. I am dying to put this shade all over my lid. And then I think for the inner corner, I want to go in with this shade right here. So we're going to do Gem Leader all over the lid, and then we're going to do Jelly Donut on my inner corner. I did already go ahead and prime my eye with my NYX Glitter Primer. I use this with every single shimmer shade ever that I put on my lid. It just helps to hold it in place and give it a little bit of an extra pop. But we are going to pick up the shade Gem Leader. Oh, wow. That shade is absolutely stunning. Oh, I love it. Oh, how fun and beautiful. Love it. This does not feel like the creamiest eyeshadow in the pan. It does feel like it's got a little bit of like a grit to it, a little bit on the drier side, but it's nothing uncomfortable. It's still going on really smoothly. I'm not having any fallout. I don't feel like it's emphasizing texture, and it doesn't feel heavy on my lid. So I just want to kind of point that out, but that is a really gorgeous multi-chrome. Okay, Colourpop, I see you. All right, for my inner corner, I picked up the shade Jelly Donut on a Singe Beauty EO7 brush. I'm going to spray it with my MAC Fix Plus, and we're going to pop this into my inner corner. Okay, that's pretty. That's very light. I think we might try using this as a highlighter. I don't have any highlighter on my cheeks right now. I only have on some bronzer because I knew that this came with blushes, but we might try that with as a highlighter. But that is really pretty. I like the way that looks. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on some liner, mascara, and I will come back and show you the first completed look with this palette. All right, y'all, so this is gonna complete the first look with this palette, and I love it. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. That shade Gem Leader on my lid is absolutely gorgeous. That pink, gold, purple flip, it's beautiful. I love it. I didn't have any issues with it. No fallout. It's very smooth. It didn't emphasize any texture, and I think it looks beautiful. But to finish off this look, I went ahead and lined my eye with my Half Magic Flick liquid eyeliner. I threw on a little bit of my NARS Climax mascara that I'm still testing out. And then for the waterline, I just went in with my Kylie Cosmetics Cream Gel Eyeliner in the shade Matte Black. But let's go ahead and move over to the second look because I want to play with the blues in this eyeshadow palette. I want to test out this formula. I want to see if these blues are going to do what I expect them to do, and we're going to throw on one of the Supershock shadows as well. So to start this look out, I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which is called Cerulean City. And I'm just going to pick that shade up with a Blinged Brushes E23 brush, and I'm going to put this in my crease, building up some depth and definition. Let's see what you got. Very pretty, pigmented, soft. Okay, so far so good. No patching. A lot of kick up in the pan though. That doesn't bother me, but I like to let y'all know. I'm just taking that shade onto my lower lash line, just kind of wrapping everything around. All right, so far so good. I didn't have any issues with that shade. It's really pretty on the lid. It's definitely more vibrant than I was expecting it to be, but I like it. But let's go ahead and continue on carrying up or building up some depth. I want to go in with this shade right here. This one is called SS Anne. So I'm going to pick that up with a Bling Brushes E42 and just start to build up this outer corner of my lid. I'm going to kind of go down the row and just get as much depth and build up as I can using all of these blue shades. I really want to test out this formula. I'm going back with that first brush and that first shade, and I'm just fluffing it along the edges, making sure that we don't have any harsh lines and everything is blended. Okay. So far so good. Everything is working like I expect it to. This blue is making me nervous because we're getting to the dark blue, and that's where things went wrong last time. So we're gonna go in with this blue down here. This one is called Indigo League, and it is a satin blue. So I'm going to pick this up and we're going to build up a little bit of depth in my outer corner. So I'm gonna go in with an Unearthly UC8-5 brush. I'm going to pick this up and let's see if we can build up some depth without, where's that hair coming from? Oh, it's a dog hair. It's a Katie hair. Of course it is. Look at her back there. Oh, so cute. Okay, we're going to build this up and see if we can do this without making a huge mess like we did last time. Alright, so I didn't have any issues. It built up just fine. It gave me some depth. I didn't have any patching. I didn't have anything weird going on. I did get a little bit of fallout, and that makes me nervous because I need to brush it away, and this is kind of where everything went wonky last time, although I did have more issues with it on my lid. But let's go ahead and see if I can brush away some of this fallout without any issues. So I'm just going to go in with a clean brush. Yeah, see, that just brushed away, no problem. Okay, I'm loving it, so happy. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on some NYX glitter primer per usual, and then we're gonna go ahead and put on this Supershock shade all over my lid. Alright, so we're gonna take the shade Hydro Pump in the Supershock formula, and I'm gonna pick it up with my finger, and we're gonna put this on my lid. Oh, that's pretty. That is really pretty. Alright, so there's the shade Hydro Pump on my lid. I love it. It went on exactly as I expected to go on from a Supershock shade, but let's go ahead and do this inner corner. So I want to go in with this shade up here. This one is called Evolution. So I'm going to pick it up with my same Singe Beauty EO7 brush, and we're going to spray it with some MAC Fix Plus, and I'm going to pop this into my inner corner. See how this performs. Give me like a full-on monochromatic blue moment. All right. Ooh, that's so pretty. Very icy. I love it. Yep. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this look with some liner and mascara, and I will come back and show you the second completed look. Alright, so this is the second look completed, and I'm so happy with the way this turned out. I was so nervous to use the blues in this palette, but I had to see if Colourpop redeemed themselves with this collection, and I'm happy with the way it turned out. To finish off this look, I did go in with my same Half Magic Flick liquid eyeliner and my NARS Climax mascara, and then for my waterline, I went in with a Colourpop cream gel liner in the shade Prance. Now, let's go ahead and play with these blushes because that is the last item we have for this collection. So I'm kind of thinking, should we do the red over here and the pink over here? Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with the red cream blush. Now, I don't have any powder on my face except for under my eyes. I did set my under eyes, but other than that, I don't have any powder on my face. So it is just foundation, concealer, and cream bronzer. So we're gonna start with this shade, which is Electroball, and I'm gonna pick this up with a Sigma Precision powder brush. This is one of their new ones that they came out with recently, and I really like this for cream blushes. So we're gonna pick this up, coat our brush a little bit. It wasn't super pigmented, so I feel like I can go in a little bit heavy-handed, and we're gonna see what this formula is like. That is definitely not super pigmented, but I'm okay with that, especially when it comes to a red blush. I love a red blush, but they do make me a little bit nervous. So I would much rather a formula that builds up to the color that I want than something that's super pigmented. But I definitely want the pigmentation. That's pretty though. That is a really pretty formula. I'm not having any issues with patching or skipping. It's not lifting my makeup underneath, and the pigmentation is definitely there. All right, so there's the shade Electroball on my cheek. It's not nearly as red and scary as it looks like in the pan, but it's still very beautiful. It's pigmented. I probably could have built it up more, but I feel like for my fair skin, that's gonna be perfect. But let's go ahead and play with the other cheek color, Metronome. So for this one, I'm gonna pick this up with a BK Beauty 109 brush, and we're gonna put it on my other cheek. All right, let's do this. Definitely lighter in pigmentation, which we expected, but it is going on the same. All right, so there's the shade Metronome on my cheek over here, and that one's very pretty as well. And honestly, there's not that much of a shade difference between the two. This one is definitely a little bit more on the red. This one's a little bit more on the pink, but as far as like tonal value goes, I think they are both absolutely stunning. This one's not as light as I thought it was gonna be, and this one's not as dark as I thought it was gonna be, but the formula is absolutely beautiful. I'm excited to keep playing with these. I'm excited to try them over powder and see what they do, because to me, that's like the perfect formulation. If I can use a product over and under powder, except for powder products, those will never work on an unpowdered face, but a cream product, if I can use it either way, it's perfection to me. But I really like the way that turned out. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my look real quick, throw on a highlighter, throw on a lip. Actually, no. We were gonna use one of the one of the eyeshadow shades as a highlighter. So let's do that really quick. I almost forgot. Let's see here. Let's do this shade up here that I used on my inner corner. We're gonna do that one on this side over here. And then I think for this cheek, I wanna play with maybe the shade Champion. Maybe a little bit of like a yellow. I think so. Okay, let's go ahead and start with this shade up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up with an ABH A23. This is just a highlight brush. So we're gonna pick up Jelly Donut, and we're gonna put this over here. Now I am going over top that cream blush, but look at that. That is stunning. Oh, that's really pretty. I was really surprised that they didn't release highlighters with this collection, but I love it when there are shades in an eyeshadow palette that you can use as a highlighter, because it gives you more versatility, and that's stunning. Okay, I'm gonna wipe this brush off, and we're gonna go in with this shade right here called Champion, and I'm gonna use this as a highlighter on my other, ooh, wait, hold on. I'm looking at this color right here. No, we're gonna go in with Champion. Just kidding. Pay no attention. Okay, pick it up with the same brush, and we're gonna go over here. Okay, that's pretty. I'm not mad about it at all. Yeah, that looks really pretty. That yellow on top of that red just gives it kind of like this really pretty fiery highlight effect, and I like the way that that looks. Yep, gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on a lip real quick, and then we will chat about this collection. All right, y'all, so there we have it. 2 completed looks with the Colourpop Pokemon collection, and I love the way that both of these looks turned out. Obviously, we didn't get to make a huge dent in the eyeshadow palette, but I will continue to create more looks in shorts, reels, maybe even a future get ready with me video, but just from what I did use, I love the way that it performed. But let's go ahead and chat about the items in this collection real quick. So we're gonna start with the eyeshadow palette right here. First of all, I love the collection. I love the theming. I love the packaging. I think it is super cute, very very well done, very on point. I love the little detail of the yellow. I love that we have the shade names on the back and the shapes of Pokeballs. I think that's adorable. But open her up, and I really like this color story. I think it is beautiful. I do think that the like array of matte shades it's a little different, but it's okay. I was able to get fully cohesive looks. I think I would have preferred like maybe this to be a matte shade or maybe even a matte black in here, but that just comes down to a preference thing. I do have other eyeshadow palettes that I can pull from if I really want to use those. But as far as the shades that I used, which were, let's see here, we used these 3 shades right here. We used these 2 up here, and then all of these blues, everything performed absolutely beautifully. As far as what I did use, I feel like the quality in here really reminds me of like the Star Wars collection. That was phenomenal formulation. I love those palettes so much, and I feel like this is that same formulation. This is better than the Beauty and the Beast collection in my opinion. That one really disappointed me, but this is a beautiful palette. I really enjoy it. I think if you like the color story, or even if you are just a Colourpop collector or maybe a Pokemon collector, I don't think you would be disappointed with this at all. I'm excited to keep playing with it. I feel inspired when I look at it, and after the quality with these 2 eyeshadow looks, I'm really excited to keep playing with it. So eyeshadow palette gets 2 thumbs up for me, and I love it. I think they did a fantastic job. Moving on to the Supershock shadows. I only used one of them, but I did swatch all 3 of them, and all 3 of them felt very creamy. They felt very putty-like, beautiful whenever I swatched them out. I have no doubt that the quality of these are beautiful across the board. I do really enjoy the Colourpop Supershock eyeshadows. Highlighters, all of it actually. Just make sure that you keep these nice and tight whenever you close them, because that's going to keep them from drying out. Now, they are not all created equal. I have some Supershock eyeshadows and highlighters that have lasted years and years and years, and then I have other ones that have dried out a little bit faster than others. I've had less luck with the blushes than I have with the eyeshadows and the highlighters, but just keep it in mind that you want to make sure that you close these nice and tight so they don't dry out. But I think those are beautiful. I think they're cute. I love that we got grass, water, and fire as our 3 colors. The blushes, I really like the formulation of these. I'm really impressed with how beautifully they went on. They don't feel sticky at all. My face does not feel sticky. It definitely doesn't feel like it dried down to a powder finish, but I don't feel like I need to powder over top of it so that they don't move. But I'm excited to see how these wear. Is the color going to last all day? Is it going to fade off? And all of that. But the colors I think are beautiful. I was really impressed that the red was not quite as bright as I was expecting, but then the pink was a little bit more pigmented than I expected. So I'm very happy with these. I'm actually kind of curious about the purple one, but I would never wear it. I'm just curious as far as pigmentation goes, but I really like the formula of these. I'm excited to keep playing with them as well. I still need to test these out and see how they work over powder products. I will continue to test all of this. This is not a final review. This is like a first impressions review. You will see all of these products in a future speed reviews video or an eyeshadow palette ranking. The last product that we have, of course, is the, what's this called? I don't even know. It's just the berry lip mask with the little Pokeball lip mask. I really like this. My lips feel very hydrated. They feel very smooth whenever I took this off and put on my lips. The berry scent did last, but it did dissipate just a little bit, so it wasn't as strong as when I put it on. But this one is definitely a little bit, like I said, less loosely packed in the container. It's not as goopy. I didn't get as much out on my finger as I did with the Beauty and the Beast one, so I still stand by it. I like this one better. The packaging I think is cute on both of them, but if I had to pick one of them, this is the one that I would pick. But all in all, I think this is a fantastic collection from Colourpop. I think they nailed it with the theming, with the formulation, with the products, all of it. I love it. It's cute. It's very well curated and very well thought through, and I'm impressed. I'm happy with it. Colourpop has once again redeemed themselves. I will always love Colourpop. I will always continue to try them, but that is going to complete this video, and I want to hear from y'all. Which look was your favorite? Did you pick anything up from this collection? Did you skip on this collection? Are you a Pokemon fan? Is there some sort of like core memory that opens up in your brain. For me, it is my kids when they were little and we would play Pokemon Go, and my youngest, even at almost 16, he still collects Pokemon cards. He has this huge binder just full of them, and they're alphabetized by type and then by name, the whole thing. He's got their evolution, all of it, and it just really opens up that and like reminisces. I showed him this and he thought it was kind of cool. As cool as a boy can think makeup is. But that's going to be it for this video. Like I said, let me know all of your thoughts down in that comment section. I love chatting with you. Let's have that conversation and light up that comment section. And as usual, I want to thank you all so much for watching my video and spending your time with me. It does mean so much to me. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up before you leave. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on that notification bell so that you can be notified of all my future posts here on my channel. I do post quite a few videos every single week, and I wouldn't want you to miss one. But until my next video, have a good one. Bye.